So for most kids in
and rolls.
So tonight I dropped off Miss A at her appointment, and it was only an hour long. So I stuck around, and I actually was recording a video to you guys about talking about transitions back home when reunification is, coming up. So I was about like 3 minutes into it, and another caregiver pulled up, and they were basically sitting in the parking lot, waiting. And so we just started talking the whole time. So all that footage is now gone, and I'll have to tell you guys what I wanted to tell you before about that transition. So what sparked this is that today we had another court, and we've been really clear, from the beginning that we're not going to talk specifically about Miss A and her family's case and like where things are at, but we have been transparent and talked about how, reunification is the goal. So for most kids in
and rolls.
we had rolls tonight from O'Charlie's.
That's always better is rolls. That was your dinner.
Oh my gosh, we order O'Charlie's because they have these amazing big family meals. It's $30 and it feeds all of us plus some.
We're not sponsored by O'Charlie's.
We are not sponsored by O'Charlie's, although we would consider it.
Yes. Hit us up, O'Charlie's.
Hit us up. So like I was saying, for most kids and families who are in the foster care system, reunification is going to be the goal. And that's because, during the time that, a child is in care, family is going to be getting services to strengthen their family so that like when everybody's back together, like there isn't any issues of abuse, neglect, anything like that, which, would have been the reasons why they were in care in the first place. When a child is removed from the home because of, reports of abuse and neglect, once it's substantiated, that causes a trauma for them because they're leaving their home, they're leaving their family. So there's that level of trauma that's happening for any kid who's entering the system. There still can be a level of trauma that happens if you don't transition a child home the right way. So for the last few months, I have been like a broken record to Miss A's case team. I've been talking to them, trying to make sure that everyone is not going to like rush things. Once everything is like in place, like let's stair step, because she's been with us for so long. Different homes have different like practices, traditions, and while we respect everything that her parents and family do, we still just do things different, and she's gotten used to like the day-to-day here. So for any kid transitioning that day-to-day back home, you want to try to make that as easy and seamless as possible. So I would say that like now is the time where we're really going to try to strengthen communication with her parents. I think it's really important, especially like at this stage of the game, regardless of like any past history, like it's all kind of like water under the bridge. I think, Miss A's family knows like where we are and like how much we care about her, and like, they say that they're grateful for us and all of that. And
honestly, like from the start, we have had a good line of communication open with them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And we talk to them on a regular basis, send them pictures, like, we're always like, yeah, if they want to call her and talk, like that's cool. Like we've always had that open. And I feel like if you do that from the start, it makes this part a lot easier.
Yeah, for sure.
Because if we had kind of shut them out at the beginning, when it's time for unification, it's like, okay, open the floodgates.
Yeah.
And, it might not be as smooth as it should be, so.
We haven't had to like communicate all that much, just because like of Miss A's age, like she's sending her own pictures, although she's not very good at it all the time. So sometimes I'll sneak a picture to them. But yeah, so she's kind of like owning that line of communication, and it's going to be different depending on the case and the family and like all the different things going on. So again, we're just trying to share what we're experiencing. And for us, it's really important, like John said, to just kind of keep that line of communication going. I actually was able to talk to one of her parents today, and we did text after court saying like, this is exciting, like all good news, because for them specifically, like I will say that things were kind of laid out in a more solid plan towards the reunification. So that plan we're not going to share with you guys. It's just going, I'm going to be super real. I don't remember what we were talking about.
The battery died, like right in the
The
middle.
battery
So-
died. We gave the kids baths. I have no idea what train of thought we were on.
Hi, my name's Darcy. Drinking milk. Have my diesel over there on the counter so that dog won't get me taco chips. Don't know where the other diesel is.
Graham crackers. She's also rocking her Just Love t-shirt that we got for Oh Wow Moment Mamas. We love them. Follow them on TikTok and Instagram. I'm gonna post them in the description, but they're actually adopting again.
Hello.
And so we bought the t-shirt to support them. We've talked about this before with our first kid who was placed with us. She was also a teen. We felt as though the transition for her permanency just was rushed and just didn't really feel all that great with Miss A. Trying to explain to Miss A's case team that like I just want to make sure for her sake, for her family's sake, for her siblings, that like things kind of like work the way that it should. So luckily we heard today that that is the plan. It's kind of like a graduated thing, so depending on the family, they're just gonna like kind of like move towards going from supervised visits to like unsupervised, being at home, to overnights. It's just kind of like a gradual, like almost like a testing the waters to see like how things are going. And I think for now, like it's definitely bittersweet. But we're not like worried about that. We're just worried about like how to best support her and her family right now. We did talk to, I was able to talk to one of her parents today. We talked about the whole driving situation and, you know, basically expressed that like if it makes it easier for them, if they want us to go ahead and start that process for her, just knowing that anything that can be done now that is like one less thing they have to worry about when she's home, maybe it'll help.
Yeah, that's not something we would do without their permission.
Yeah.
Because like, you know, teaching a kid to drive, like that's a big step.
Big milestone.
Yeah.
Big one. So you guys will probably see like over time, over videos, just like naturally like what that'll look like, but we're not going to explicitly talk about like what that plan is because like so many things can change and like we're in a very like unprecedented time right now with the pandemic and with numbers going up in Ohio, there's no guarantee that there's not going to be a shutdown. We don't know how that would affect things. So we don't want to like put something out there because it's not important. It's not like the purpose of our channel. We're just kind of talking about what it looks like in general.
If you guys have had experiences with transitions, good or bad, we would love to hear about them. Leave a comment below.
Bye.